Hello and welcome to the January 20th edition of Monday Motivation, PowerPoints for Successful Christian Living. The last 2 weeks we've talked about New Year's resolutions, and if you don't make resolutions, setting development goals, life goals. And we've talked about ways to accomplish that, some of the challenges, ways to overcome those challenges. And this week I was thinking, yesterday I was at the pool. I swim competitively, so I trained for that. I was at the pool, and it's interesting how first week of January, the pool is packed. The lane swim where people train is packed. Then second week of January, it's a bit less. Third week of January, it tapers off quite a bit. And end of January, it's back to normal. So all these people that had great intentions at the beginning of the year, within 2-3 weeks, have fizzled out. And a few people remain, but most, in fact, do not. So their fitness goals, their health goals, their lose weight goals, whatever it was, just ended. And not just at the pool. I talked to my trainer at the gym, and he said the same thing is true at the gym. So while I was at the pool, I thought, what would be a good topic for today? And it came to me, why don't I talk about some of the life lessons that I learned from competitive swimming? I swim competitively. I started out probably about 15 years ago on a journey that has led me to where I am today. And I do sometimes indoor swim meets, or most often through the summer, July, August, September, I'll do outdoor open water swims. That's my preference. And we swim lengths anywhere from 1K to 2K. The super athletes, they'll do 5K, 10K. So what happens is we get up at 4:30, 5, 6 in the morning. We drive to who knows where in southern Ontario. This venue here is the Welland Flatwater Centre, built for the Pan Am Games. That's one of the nicer venues where we have some of our swim competitions. Picture here was one that was an on-land start where you have 50 people, 100 people, whatever is registered, all lined up on the side. And when the horn goes, just make a mad dash and we go. My wife took this picture. Here's me swimming in one of my races. And you just swim hard for 20, 30, 40 minutes, depending on the distance and the conditions. Some of the longer races, the guys that swim the 10K, for example, they could be in the water 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours swimming that race. It's interesting because I enjoy swimming, and it's something that I've trained for a long time, and not many people can do it. Everybody has their own skills, their own abilities. Even my trainer at the gym, he said, "What? You can swim 1K? Man, that's insane." Yet there's people that do further distances than that. And I share this not to brag about myself, but I want to now step back to show you the journey that I went through to get to this point. My journey into swimming probably started about early 40s. I was doing a desk job at the time. Then I started to realize that if I did a day of hard physical labor, say working in the yard or doing some shows with a friend, I would be sick with a migraine for the next 2-3 days. And I just didn't have the fitness level and the energy that was needed for that. And at 40, I'm thinking, man, this can't be good. I've got to do something to build my fitness levels. I used to run when I was younger, but I broke my foot, so running was out of the question. And I used to do the gym, but all that equipment in the gym reminds me of some medieval torture chamber. So I thought, I used to swim as a kid. I didn't like swimming lessons, but I did like the idea of swimming, so I thought, why don't I take up swimming? Next morning, off I head to the pool, and then jump in, do one length, grab onto the side. It's a 25-meter pool, and I catch my breath, swim back. That took all the energy that I had to swim back, grab onto the side, catch my breath again, and I managed to pump out a third length. Went back to the change room and felt like I was going to die. I thought, you know what? I'm going to stick to it. It's hard. I am having trouble. It's difficult, but I am not going to give up. So I'm back the next morning, and I did 3 again. This time, not as bad. Then I kept it up, built up to 5. 8, 10 lengths. And I'm thinking, man, a month ago I could only do 3. Now I can do 10. But I kept coming back. I would not give up, even though it was hard. Then I made it up to 15, then 20, then 30, then 40. So it was a progress over time. It didn't just happen. And 40 lengths, by the way, is 1K. I then started to realize that I needed to work on my technique. See, I took swimming lessons as a kid, but I never swam competitively as a kid. And I could see that my technique, I was splashing a lot, I was struggling. And I thought, okay, I can do 40 now, but if I want to reach beyond this, I need to get help. So I hired a personal coach. He picked apart my stroke. I thought he was going to fine tune it. He ripped it apart completely. And he told me, okay, you got to do this in your kick, you got to do this in your pull, you want to work on this, you want to look at this. And over a period of a few weeks, he worked on my stroke. Then I joined a master's swim club. Again, in a club setting, you've got a coach to critique, to watch, to motivate you, to drive you along. And you've also got everybody else around you, people pushing you to do better. An example to follow. When you're in a lane with a group of people, you got to keep up or they're swimming over top of you. So it forces you to push yourself a bit harder than when you're on your own. So why do I compete? My speed is okay, but it's not as fast as some of the more accomplished swimmers, so I'm not going to win. But what I'm doing is I'm going to better my time. By getting into a competition, they time you, and then my goal is to do better than my previous time. And slowly over time I'll get better and better and better and better. The first open water swim meet that I went to was a few years later, and it's interesting because it was raining. It was about 20 degrees. I didn't have a wetsuit. I was just starting. Just had my swimsuit. The water was about 18 degrees, so it was cold. But my only goal, I said, I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if it takes me an hour, but my only goal is to finish. And then I went and I did my whole 1K. It took me a long time, but I finished it. I did it. I set out to accomplish it. Did I win? No. I didn't win the race, but I did win a personal goal of just finishing. And now I continue on, and my times are slowly getting better and better and better and better, till now I usually finish about middle of the pack. My story of where I'm at with my swim journey, it started out just for fitness, and then by doing competitions, it actually helps me achieve that goal because of the drive and the push to get better and better and better. But from that, not only did I want to share my story, I want to share what are some of the life lessons that I learned from my swim journey and from getting into competitive swimming. Well, there's lots of them, but I narrowed it down to the 4 most significant ones. Number 1, no excuses. Start where you are. The pool belongs to those who show up. I could come up with every excuse in the book not to go swimming. I'm hungry. I'm tired. My legs hurt. I'm busy. I've got work to do. There's always an excuse. And when in life, we will always have excuses why not to do things. It's easy to come up with excuses. You know what? Lose the excuses. Start where you are. Life belongs to those who show up. Personal development is a journey. It's not a quick trip. This journey I've been on has taken me 15 years. Now, if I was younger or if I had more time for training, it probably wouldn't have taken me as long. But this is a journey. It didn't happen in 3 weeks, like most people with their gym memberships. It didn't happen in a year. It's been ongoing, and the journey continues. So don't expect quick trips. Treat it as a journey, a long-term goal. Sometimes it'll hurt, but don't give up. Never give up. Continue. You've got that journey. Stay on the road. Don't be roadkill at the side of the road. This is one that meant a lot to me. Push yourself to go a bit faster and a bit further than yesterday. If I had said I did my 3 lengths and I just kept doing 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3, and I was happy with where I started, I'd still only be doing 3 lengths. But each time I go, I want to go a bit further, a bit further, a bit further. I want to go a bit faster. I want to work on those times. If you just do what you can already do, you'll never get better. But by pushing yourself harder, by pushing yourself to go faster, that is how you improve. It's not through comfort. It's not through doing what you can already do. It's through pushing yourself to do what you can't do. And that's how you get better. That's how you achieve more. Number 4, hard work is essential. Swimming is hard, but so is skill. I see people in the pool that are stronger than me, that have more endurance than me, but they don't have the same skills, so they are spending a lot of energy just splashing, but going nowhere. It takes not only the strength, the endurance, the energy, but it also takes, if you want to do it effectively, it takes skill, so that you're using that energy wisely and effectively. In life, sometimes you can't do it with what you currently know. You need to have a trainer, you need to have a coach, somebody to help you improve those skills. These concepts, no excuses, start where you are, show up. Personal development is a journey, not a quick trip. Push yourself to go a bit faster and a bit further than yesterday. Hard work is essential, but so is skill. These apply to all aspects of our life. Your personal life goals, your Christian walk. God uses those who show up. God wants to develop each one of us. He uses us where we are today, but He doesn't want to leave us there. He wants us to grow and to do more and more and more. He wants us to take us a bit further than we went yesterday. He wants us to have the skills that we need. So that's where trainings come in. That's where we read our Bible. That's where we learn. In life, that's where we are constantly learning through reading, through education. All of these principles apply to our Christian walk, apply to life. By applying these 4 life lessons, I realized over time that things that I thought were impossible yesterday are now possible today. Many years ago, I thought swimming 1K, impossible. Now, I can do 2, 3. I can do more if I need to. Years ago, I thought maybe doing a YouTube channel, impossible. But now, by developing the skills, I'm doing it. Things that we thought impossible yesterday are possible today, but we have to apply these principles. Those are just a few of the lessons that I've learned from swimming. I hope sharing this with you has inspired you. I'd encourage you to think about what are your goals, what do you need to push through so that you're not roadkill on the road of life's goals, that you make it to your destination. Keep pushing. What do you need to do? What can you take out of this? Think about it, apply it to your life. Hope you enjoyed today's webcast. Like this video, give us some feedback. There's a comment section down below. Subscribe to our channel. We're also on Facebook, like our Facebook page. We're on web, monday-motivation.ca. And from our website, there's links to our pages. There's links to subscribe to our email list. We would like to get your feedback. If you have any feedback on this video, something you want us to talk about, something you found helpful in our videos, please do share. There's a feedback form. Again, it's on our website, monday-motivation.ca. If you found this video helpful, share it with your friends. Go back, review previous webcasts. We're glad you're part of our audience. And we'll see you again next Monday on Monday Motivation. Have a great week.